few times a year, I make my way down to Monterey, California, with amazing coastal views and incredible riding. It's the place where I can lock in on training, refresh my mind, and find some new fitness. So come along for a week of cycling in Monterey, and of course, enjoy the views. Jumping right into the first day in Monterey. Before smashing pedals, which was going to come later in the week, it was time to enjoy being back on the coast. Which really meant stretch the legs, take the dogs out, enjoy some coffee, enjoy the views, and just enjoy the day. And of course, maybe a little shakeout ride. Don't tease me with a good time in a closed gate. I will take it. Yes, I will. Especially when you got 40 road tires and roads look like that. Oh, all right, well, it's Saturday, first ride in Monterey. Sea level is amazing. So much extra watts I can push without worrying about my slacking, unfit heart rate shooting through the roof, so sweet. I think this is Jack's Valley hiking area, so the big road up to this, it hit 20% at one spot. And then it was like pretty much averaged 8 to 10%. So super sick climb. I'm only like 8 miles in in 46 minutes and got 1,300 feet of climbing. So sick. Sweet little shakeout ride. Hopefully do some bigger stuff this week. Now we get to rip it down, I'll show you that. This new bike is so cushy. And thank you to everybody that watched the video that I released today on this new bike build. I haven't even got to the comments yet, but there are so many sick comments. So y'all are rad. Thank you. Such a sick shakeout ride. Amazing day to kick off the start of this trip. The canyons and back hills of Monterey are just amazing. The roads are not the best, but if you want to get away from the crowds, this is the spot. Super punchy climbs, really easy to get elevation, amazing descents, and just big tree canopies. What a way to kick off what's going to be an incredible week riding my bike. Sunday fun day, y'all. Time to hit the coast and get a ride in with my mom. I absolutely love these days when I get to ride with my mom. They don't happen as often as I like, but when they do come, I absolutely cherish them. And these kind of rides I really enjoy because She doesn't care about power or speed or anything like that. She's just there to ride a bike because riding a bike is fun, which in turn helps me get back into that mindset of why I started riding a bike. Not because of the distance or speed or metrics or anything like that. Just enjoying a bike, riding it in another place, seeing views, having a good time. And it doesn't hurt that riding a bike on the coast is pretty freaking awesome. Moody coastal mornings, gotta love them. They just hit differently. Rolling into the week, it's time to get some miles in. After the whole little spurt of not having a bike, it was time to get into some miles. I wanted a big ride, but not too big of a ride, so I opted for one of my favorite rides that I do while I'm out here. It starts on the coast of Monterey and works its way into Carmel, and part of the route is the iconic 17-mile drive. It's just an incredible route, amazing views, and is always one of my go-to rides when I'm out here. Good morning. It is Monday, so third day of riding going down this morning. If the audio sounds like shite, well, I lost the batteries to my microphone. Yeah, got out early this morning, making my way around the coast. I'm on 17-mile drive right now, headed to, wow, can't even think of what that's called right now. On my way to Carmel, and then do like this loop back. Had a nice ride on Saturday, a really mellow ride with my mom on Sunday, and then now out here, enjoying the beautiful coast. Spot's insane. And this is why we get up early, because there's no tourists, there's no people on the road right now, and the sun is just slowly trying to creep up. Incredible.
After some killer beach views in Carmel, I headed up the 1 and decided to stop in to Point Lobos. Now if you're ever in the area, I definitely recommend checking this out. This was my first time out there. It is a state park, but they do let cyclists in for free, so you don't have to pay. You cannot ride on any of the paths, but you can at least ride to all the different areas and walk out on the paths if you so choose. And this is one of my favorite things about cycling, is just exploring new areas. I had been out to Monterey so many times over the years and have never been to Point Lobos, and it was 1000% worth stopping in and checking out.
Man, it's turning out to be one hell of an epic morning. This little state park is super pretty, right on the coast. Like, there's big old mountains with the fog right now. You can see the ocean. If you know me, I'm not a big fan of California, but I get to come out to Monterey at least once or twice a year, and the riding is just always so good, and the views just never disappoint. Not a big fan of all the people and how crowded it is, but the riding is really good, and just these views. And I don't mind the moody weather. I am sweating my ass off though, because it is like muggy or sticky or whatever it is, coming from dry heat of Reno. Not used to this, but yeah, this is gorgeous. What a rad morning, man. Such a rad morning. Yeah, if you ever get a chance to come out here and ride, do it. Like, sea otter is always a good time. It's a good excuse. Do some racing, and then you get to ride around here and stuff. Make a good little vacation out of it. Man, a little lost for words this morning. It's so damn pretty. It's pretty funny. I remember the first time I did this hill. It was like a super scorcher of a day. Came out here to visit. I had a gravel bike, and I was coming from Twin Falls, Idaho, which is pretty flat. This climb kicked my ass, hands down. Right there. Right there. I remember pulling over right there, just absolutely dying. Looking at the rest of this climb like, how in the hell am I gonna do this? And granted, it's like, it's not super steep. It's maybe like an average grade of like 7 or 8 with pitches to like 13, maybe 15 over here. But man, at the time, that just wrecked me. It was so freaking hard. And it's just kind of funny, like now it's like, just another climb. It's a good climb though. I really enjoy it. And then you add on the extension up here, which I found out later adds more steepness. Makes it a pretty cool little, like, longer climb. Yeah, it's always fun to put yourself back to when the little things wrecked you. So, came from down there and then came shoot back up here. I think there's like a hospital or something up here, but there's a bridge that goes over the freeway. I may not have the best fitness right now, but it's just a hill, even if I'm huffing and puffing. Now the fun part, down, yay.
Can't choose you. Can't choose the right path. Can't choose you. Can't choose the.
Good morning. It is Tuesday, and for those that are new here, that usually means Long Ride Tuesday. While I haven't been able to do one of those in a while because not having a bike, not having fitness when I got a bike, I think it's time to see if we can get one of those Long Ride Tuesdays in the tank again. So the plan is I am heading towards Santa Cruz. I'm about almost 30 miles in. I'll get to Santa Cruz and then flip it around and head back towards Monterey. If I can do this whole thing, it should only be about 100 miles, so not really super long, but longer than I have done in almost 2 months now. So I'm excited, super excited, because I've wanted to do this route for a while now. Every time I'm here, something happens to stop me from being able to do it. But the other thing, number 2, is it's kind of like the first official test ride of the bike of what I built it for. Long distance, long hours in the saddle. So it'll be kind of fun to see where we're at, see how this build is for what I built it for. I did change out a couple things on it. I was running the 80 mil suspension stem. I have a 100 mil on there, just rigid one. I felt like the 80 was just a little bit too short. So I threw on 100 just to see where I'm at. And then I'll decide if I want to buy a suspension stem in 100 or 90 or just stick with the 80. But so far I'm liking the 100. The downside is it brought my TT bars out pretty far. So I had to move the scoops on the TT bars back in. So there is that. After running a rigid stem, because I've been on suspension for so long, I'm realizing how much I miss having a suspension stem. That's one of those things, once you get on a suspension stem, you're never going back. You may not realize it in the moment. In the moment that you change back to something else, you're gonna be like, yeah, I wish I had that. So, and I got the scoops back on the TT bars. They are a little tilted up. I think what I need to do for the TT bars is just take it home, strip it all apart, and then re-put it together, because I have the aero bridges on there. So it's all kind of set up how the last bike was, but I need to set it up for this bike, and the only way to do that is really just pull it all apart. Running 3 bottles today, 2 with nutrition, 1 with just water, and that's about it. I think these tires are finally breaking into, which is good. They're not as rough as they were, so they're feeling a little bit better for little 40s. Made it down to the beach. I have no idea where I am. I went through a bunch of farm fields and all kinds of things, and then this was the first spot where I saw that there was a beach, so I pulled over. It's pretty. So, 100 mil. We had to bring these. Here's the mount for it. Had to scoot this all the way back because it was all the way up here. So, and then of course running the GoPro per usual. Bike computer. And then my phone goes there. Boom. Sick beach though. Not gonna lie, I do wish I brought the surfboard in the wetsuit. That does look like some fun. Alright, back to it.
Rolling into Santa Cruz. This route ended up being so much better than I expected. I've wanted to do this route for a long time, but every time I was in Monterey, something happened to stop me from doing this. I mean, one time it flooded the streets and I crashed in a giant puddle on some train tracks. I mean, always something came up.
Ain't a road ride unless you hike a bike, right? My God. All because they closed the bridge.
So, being able to finally make it to Santa Cruz and gonna be able to do this route was so rad. And this route is amazing. It really felt more like an adventure, like a bikepacking trip without all the loaded bags. There was so many cool things to stop and see, take pictures of, and lots of views. It really felt like a bikepacking day with all the side quests available. And also getting to see the town of Santa Cruz, which is totally opposite of Monterey.
All right, hard part's done. 50 miles in, 51 to go to get back to Monterey. I mean, I feel great, but like I said, that was the easy part. Like, it's always the back half that's questionable. Sea level makes a huge difference. Coming from elevation, just everything is easier. You can push higher watts, lower heart rate, go farther. It seems like sea level makes a huge difference. It makes everything easier. So now the nice thing about what I did on this route is instead of backtracking, I kind of had to go inland and around, which added quite a bit of climbing and is also questionable what the roads are like. I think it's probably more rural farms, probably things like that, but just figured if you're gonna do a cool out and back, all right, cool, we did the coast, and then now let's go inland a little bit and do it that way and just kind of switch it up. I think it merges once I get back towards like Marina or something like that. So 50 miles, got no choice but to get it because there ain't no rescue on this train, buddy.
Gotta say, this route will definitely be my long ride route coming back to Monterey. Just an epic route. Getting to ride the coast, and then getting to ride through the inland stuff. Such a perfect 100-mile route with so many things to see to keep you occupied from what's really going on, suffering in my case. This also was the first time in a very long time where I wasn't quite sure I was going to make it 10 more miles. I was like, what am I going to do? There's no rescue, and I'm not sure I can make it 10 more miles. Absolutely crushed myself on this one.
Break. What? You want that? Thursday, no. Oh shit. Wednesday? Yeah, made it to Wednesday. 4 days of riding. Day 5 of riding. I leave tomorrow. Boy. Anyways, feeling all right today after that long ride yesterday. Just on the tired side. Kind of weird. I was super wrecked afterwards, and then had some food and just chilled, took the dogs to the beach. And then I got back to the hotel and I just felt like I never rode, which was really weird. Didn't sleep the greatest last night, but woke up today, legs are a little sore, on the tired side. Don't have a whole lot of time today. Gonna get a short route in, about 40 miles. Gonna do the reverse route of kind of what I did Monday. Gonna go out towards Carmel through the backside and then circle back around. Yeah, go out the backside towards Carmel and then circle back around on 17 Mile into Monterey. A little bit of climbing, not too much. A little bit of miles, not too much. Just get the body back to ticking away. Kind of nice to get all these miles in back to back to back since I got here. It will be the biggest week I've gotten in since taking all that time off. Nice to get back to some normal mileage. Nice to see the body bounce back from that big ride yesterday pretty well. Now granted, I am at sea level. That elevation might have been a little more taxing, but yeah, that's the plan. And then tomorrow head back home, and that'll be a almost week of riding in Monterey. I did not bring the big camera out today. I just have the GoPros on me, so not planning and stopping and filming the cool scenic B-roll shots. I don't even know how those are turning out or how I'm going to implement them into this video, but I thought it was fun just to take the big camera out, try to record something different. I do wish I brought a bigger lens. I only brought the wide angle, which was probably not the best move for the scenic stuff, but hey, what can you do? That's all I got. Take away these miles, see some views. I think there's gonna be some busy parts today, so it's all good. Dodge the cars. Most of the climbing out here is just short and super punchy, like 15-20 percenters, and then you just repeat that. This is an actual climb, and it's incredible. It says no outlet, so I'm hoping I don't get screwed on that, but I think it's called Toro Road. I could be wrong. It's amazing. It's just this like super windy road in this valley. Some big houses, no surprise. It's only 1,000 feet in 3 miles, but the views are absolutely mental. And supposedly, the way I have it routed, I'll drop down the backside of this somehow, maybe, into Carmel Valley. Yeah, this is a new one. I've never ridden this. This is spectacular. Wow. Wow. Loving this. Okay, I guess this is a good time to tell you why I have no reason buying a straight up road bike, because no matter what, I either end up on some dirt, some insanely chunky road, something that justifies having 40 or bigger road tires, and some compliance of a gravel bike. I mean, just look. Need I say more? Oh, happy to report I did not get eaten by dinosaurs. No dinosaurs today. The super random sketchy connector connected, and I think it's safe to say that you can ride through whatever the hell that was and then keep going. So no outlet can kiss my, because I found an outlet. I love little sneaky little things like that. The adventure, even on road, gotta have an adventure. God, this valley is just insane.
With news that it was raining back home in Reno, it was decided to stay in Monterey a few more days. And trust me, there's no complaints here. This also gave me the chance to go for one more ride I've been wanting to do out here. And having great weather the rest of the week, I figured it was a sure shot. But of course, the coast likes to play its own games.
Good morning. I am still in Monterey. I really wish I didn't go out and just smash on Wednesday because I thought that was my final day. Yesterday, Thursday, my legs were wrecked. Good and proper wrecked. They have not felt that bad in a long time. So, I did not ride yesterday. Spent the whole day editing the bike packing video from Susanville with my friends. Today, I'm headed out, make my way to Carmel. Unfortunately, there's no easy shot to Carmel. There's a climb. And I'm gonna see if I can get one more ride in. Rides I've been wanting to do out here that I just haven't done yet. So that's the plan. Gonna go see if I can tick off one more ride I've been wanting to do. This route also is extremely busy with cars, but hey, should be a good one. Let's go. It's chilly. Big sir? Sure.
Sometimes the worst weather gives you the best for a ride, whether that's killer views or a challenging ride because of the weather. Just sometimes you benefit from the crap. Today was just not that day to make it to Big Sur, unfortunately, due to crazy headwinds.
Wow. I know I'm gonna pay for it later with this wind, but god damn, that is so pretty. And this is why, dum-dum, you need to bring a bigger lens. Oh my god. Camera's filming cameras, bro. That was wishful thinking.
The weather made the choice that today was not the day to get this ride done, but in turn, it rewarded me with many, many great views.
Well, I had to cut it a little short. I made it to the Bixby Bridge, which I wanted to see, but I really wanted to go to Big Sur, but no, not a good idea. I'm already not a big fan of heights, and with the way the wind's kicking, I just trying to cross that bridge on the way back just seems so unsafe and sketchy. Like this little one I just went over felt super unsafe and sketchy. So that's a bummer, but at least I made it out that far. Yeah, you just really gotta hit it on a day that there's no wind. It's a big bridge with not a lot of wall to save your ass if you get blown into the side, so save it for the next trip.
And that's all she wrote. Another incredible trip to Monterey, where I managed to get some extra fitness, some solid miles, and good hours logged in the saddle. Killer views, and this time some excellent weather, other than the one windy day. I did get one more ride in, however I did not film it. It was kind of more so just for myself. Sometimes you gotta have those rides where you don't need to make content and you just ride for the pure fun of it. But do know, I definitely smashed some pedals and smashed the crap out of my legs and went home super fatigued. Once again, Monterey has treated me right, and I'm telling you, put it on your list if you have not been. The riding out here is incredible.
Not just the road stuff, but the off-road too. There's a lot of good gravel riding and mountain biking out here as well. You can't go wrong. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I was trying to do something a little bit different. Let me know what you think. Drop a comment down below. Be sure to hit that like button, and if you haven't already, hit the subscribe button. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.